complimentary VIP dish for Everett Law.
For me, really? Not Cascade?
Cascade? Oh, I love her channel.
Of course you do.
Where is she? Can I get a briefie?
She's taking a call. Emergency. You wanna say something? Please. Everything here reminds me of why I hated chemistry practicals in school. Gosh.
Are you an influencer also?
Let's just say I'm from the darker side of social media.
He's also Cascade's boyfriend.
Congrats! That's fantastic!
Fantastic.
Please gargle this for 15 seconds to let the flavor coat your palate. But do not swallow.
Ginger. A bit of almond. Cucumber. Cloves.
Really?
Drama much?
What now?
I'll spray this directly on your tongue.
It's not the chem lab. It's the dentist.
Can you stick your tongue out a little more?
That's what she said.
Hey, what's happening?
What's wrong? What's happened to him? Ambulance, baby! Baby! Stop filming! Help me, please! Baby! Baby, are you okay? Celine, your husband! Work husband. Oh. Come on. Yep.
Why so slow?
Why so impatient?
Where are you now?
I'm at immigration interviewing somebody.
We got a new case, suspicious death.
No. But it's gorgeous.
I don't want gorgeous. What? Sorry, what?
I said suspicious death.
How suspicious?
You better see for yourself.
That bad?
It's pretty, so pretty.
Sorry, can I call you back?
What?
Celine, you really need to change your job.
Oh, let me think about it. Guys, I have to get to a crime scene, so just help me figure out the dress. Oh, remember, no frills, no lace, no organza.
Feathers?
Remember, I'm still armed. Oh, and I love you guys, but don't make me kill you guys, okay? See you later.
Hey, are you there already?
Got delayed. At the vehicle branch, admin.
Oh, well, life's a bitch and admin is her son. Who's the deceased?
Maverick Law.
Familiar?
It's that internet guy with his troublemaking conspiracy theories. His channel is called Just Follow Law.
I take it you're not a subscriber then?
Of course I am. And I also comment. Someone has to expose his bullshit.
Oh dear. Do we have to take you off the case then for personal reasons?
Hello. Half of Singapore feels the same.
Bizarre death, Public Enemy. This is gonna be good.
Okay. Send you the location.
Great, thanks.
Ever since a youngin' I dreamed I would be something. Cause someone with no dream just means you will be nothing. And that's beside the fact. I don't subscribe to that. You find me where the grind is at. And I'm on.
Ma'am, the forensics has taken the body.
Oi, are you the one in charge?
Why are you treating us like suspects?
Should we treat you like suspects?
No, we don't know anything.
You just shared the table.
Well, in that case, you're just witnesses. When you become my suspect, you'll know. Contacts, statements, all of them.
Yes, ma'am.
Check their cell phones to see if there's any footage of death. Copy and delete.
Too late, ma'am. We already saw the posts everywhere. Because many of the guests here are influencers.
Well, ask them to unpost. Go. And bring me the waiter. Edmund sorted?
What I mean? Oh, yeah. Admin settled. Your immigration thing?
Left that in safe hands.
Sit here. Ma'am, Winston Ong, the waiter in question.
Thanks. You can leave him with us.
Winston Ong. You are the waiter that served Maverick Law, correct?
I really didn't know what was inside. Really.
Really?
Even when he started screaming, I still didn't know what was wrong until his stomach just... It broke. It broke.
Relax. Breathe. Just relax. Now, Winston, you do this part-time?
Yeah. I'm in uni.
Studying what?
Film and media.
Impressive. Is there really a career in that, though?
Nothing's guaranteed. But I really enjoy it.
Well, that's all that matters. So how does it work around here, Winston? Who gets assigned the tray?
Nobody. We just pick up whatever that's ready and the card tells us which table to go to and how to serve it.
So, any waiter could have picked up that tray.
Yeah. I took so long with my previous tray because I read the instructions wrongly. Otherwise, it could have been someone else who...
So there was a different instruction for each dish.
Yes. There are a few main types. Foam, pellets, jelly, the dropper, the inhaler. They gave us a crash course yesterday.
So, which type was this particular tray?
Gargle and then foam. I assumed it was foam. It looked just like the others.
It didn't feel any different?
A bit bigger, maybe.
Colder?
I couldn't tell. I was wearing gloves.
Of course. And you didn't know anything was wrong until...
Until he started to scream. I thought maybe he was allergic to something or what. Was he allergic to something?
Allergies will make your tongue drop off. Ah.
That's right. Oh, is Cascade okay?
Cass who?
Cascade. Cascade.
Okay. Cassandra Kwok, Tim's girlfriend. Invitation was in her name.
And Cascade was here when this happened?
She was outside, on the phone.
Where is she now?
Paramedics took her on an ambulance ride. She was hysterical. I'll check when we can talk to her.
Winston, can you show us where you picked up the tray?
Sure, there's a standby area.
Lead the way. He knows nothing. I'll go with him. And you go check if the gods of CCTV were watching. I feel violated.
Rewind to 30 minutes before the time of death.
You're showing your age, we don't rewind anymore. We scroll back.
No, ma'am. We
Scrub back.
What?
No usable prints on the canister.
Too cold to hold without gloves.
Also, there was no VIP tray that was intended for Maverick, but there's another VIP who didn't get their tray.
Which means the tray had to be switched at this point.
Okay, speeding up ×3.
Winston said he was the one that picked up the tray, and that was the only tray that was there. Is that the one?
Wait, what? Scrub back.
There's Winston.
How can you tell?
His walk. His shoes are too tight. You didn't notice?
That told us nothing.
It told us that the tray had been switched even earlier in the kitchen.
So we have to question the kitchen staff again. There's a whole bloody army of them.
Oh, who are we? Ask Batar for more hands.
Yeah.
Show them the footage, find out who put the tray on the table. We need to find out if this was a prank gone too far or a murder. But right now, we need to talk to the one that got away. Cascade.
What? You guys sound like a pair of buddy cops on TV.
No,
No, we don't. So does our great pathologist have anything?
Diabetes?
You already know how it happened, right?
Yes, a lifetime of sugary drinks.
My toes are laughing.
We already know from the phone videos that he broke his tongue
Because he touched it with his finger, yes. But knowing is not the same as knowing. I would like to know. Wouldn't you like to know, we?
No. And why do you remove the body from the crime scene so quickly?
Because I needed him on ice ASAP, before the torn areas thawed and lost their shape. I wanted to hijack one of those meat freezers from the kitchen and just chuck him inside.
Should have.
Good thing you didn't.
So, by the time we got him back here, his tongue was already turning into mochi. Mochi.
Is it liquid nitrogen?
LN2, yes. 200 below zero.
They were using it for some fancy dishes, but only in big vacuum flasks. And for serving foam dishes, they use the siphon flask pressurized with nitrous oxide, correct?
Whereas the flask that Everest said to was a vacuum flask disguised in a DIY casing. So no chance of tracing a supplier.
The waiter also said he only sprayed for a few seconds. Is that really enough?
More than enough. In a steady stream, the fluid would have gripped and instantly started freezing his tongue. A few more seconds, it would have become brittle, like, I threw my body away.
Do you think it would have hurt a lot?
Hard to say. The cold could have anesthetized him somewhat. It certainly minimized bleeding. But he would have fully felt what was happening.
So what killed him? The shock?
No, but this shock might kill you. He was poisoned.
When?
The gargle.
The gargle. Hydrocyanic acid blended with the powder they use for instant almond jelly. Absorbed by the insides of his mouth, it would have killed him within minutes.
Just enough time for the tongue.
Wait. But if he was already poisoned, then why bother with the tongue nonsense?
To terrify him.
Okay, but why the tongue?
It's an irony since a fine dining event. I mean, maybe he could have slandered somebody. That was his thing after all.
I mean like revenge.
So this is what you detectives do? Guess?
So true.
Well, do your guessing somewhere else. I need to buy mochi. You know, these past 2 years have really restored my faith. Killers are getting creative again. And now this tongue, best thrill ever.
What do you mean creative?
Last time, the best you could hope for on this boring island was what? Body parts in trash bags? A torso in a suitcase? Our murderers were so practical, all they cared about was storage. No imagination.
You're sick.
Selene knows what I mean.
Do I?
You and I, we're the same.
You also prefer to go braless?
That too.
Miss, it's upstairs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, so why is she? A blogger?
Influencer.
I'm sure Everett would love your comments. In case the police were going to interrogate me. Guys, I'm not sure if I have the strength to face their tough questioning, but with all your love, I'll do my best to help find justice for Everett. Please continue to give me your support. This is Cascade, sadly signing off. Like, follow, share. Wow, luckily you all came in just in time. I was running out of things to say. I can't video this interview.
No.
Never mind. Suspense is good also.
We hope you're feeling better. Yesterday must have been traumatic.
Yeah, I know, right? I was screaming like crazy. Is this the first time somebody died like this?
Yes.
So it was an accident?
We're treating it as a suspicious death.
No, shit. You serious? Like murder?
It's too early to...
Oh my god, the photos were freak!
Calm down, calm down. We believe the invitation was addressed to you.
Yeah, Everett doesn't get invited to events like this. He does the social issues, I do the socializing. That's funny. I'ma use that.
Who was aware that Mr. Law was your guest?
The RSVP people, of course. And we both talked about it, so all our followers know.
But you weren't there when the VIP tray was served.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. I got a call from my video editor, and she was freaking out cause her comm got corrupted and the videos were launching at midnight were all gone. It was a paid sponsorship, so I had to call the client to ask for a reshoot. They were then pissed cause the sale starts tomorrow.
The call was 1:53 p.m., 15 minutes before the time of death.
So what happened to the client at the end?
Oh, luckily they managed to find back the videos. They called me back and told me the corrupted sections will all restock themselves. Crazy, right?
Let's go. Any idea who would want to harm Mr. Law?
Wow, so many people. He's a shit stirrer. He calls it social justice and being SG's online conscience. Well, actually, he just likes to expose scandal and flame people. Hello, at one point I was his target even.
He flamed you?
At first, it started as a Twitter feud. Then it became attack videos. He called me the worst brand slut ever. Can you believe that? I mean, brand slut, yeah, but I'm the best.
Then how did you two become a couple?
It was quite cute actually. His manager Damien proposed this live stream peace talk where he said sorry to me and we answered followers' questions. And it went ultra viral. Then afterwards, he told me secretly that he did it all to get an excuse to get close to me. Not bad, right? Classier than my usual stalkers. And our followers got so hyped about our relationship that it just became real.
Did you love him?
No. But he was a good catch. Then after a few months, my followers realized they don't really care about his opinions. And his fans, they don't want my makeovers even though they all need it badly.
But yet you stayed with him.
He has videos of us doing stuff. You know. I mean, if I tried to leave him, that's a risk, right?
Maybe she arranged for the phone call so she could leave the table.
She had every reason to hate him.
And so convenient. Those videos just disappearing and then reappearing. Just don't know if she's smart enough.
She's just a bimbo for her fans.
So how? Detain her, just in case.
There's no hurry. If we want to find her, we can find her on social media.
And hey, your camera put down a bit and then get a bit of the sides. Maybe more with the body, I don't know. I know, right?
Mr. Damien Darajan.
Yes, inspectors, or do I call you detectives? Or should I just call you later? Don't freeze me like Maverick. Too soon? It's occupational hazard, you know. Before all this, I started with online comedy, you know. Have you guys heard of what? Coconut?
No.
Really? We were huge. Like the very first to put SG comedy on the world map.
Is that where you began working with Mr. Law?
God, no, that was later, you know. My man Maverick has no sense of humor. Sorry. Had.
And you were what? His agent? Manager?
Both. Neither. I mean, I produce his output, handle his PR, and negotiate with the corporates.
Corporates? The same corporates that are suing him for defamation.
Those as well. You know, these corporates mainly want to piggyback off his notoriety just to gain a bit of a street cred.
Are things going well between you and Mr. Law?
Yeah, hell yeah. Why? Were you hoping to make me your prime suspect? I happen to be very prime.
We would just like to eliminate you if we could.
Ow! She's got fire in her, huh?
Sir, wouldn't most companies find Mr. Law too controversial?
Look, once they see the size of our base, even the big, boring brands want a piece of us. Not those kuching kurap ones his alien girlfriend lives for. No. All sorts of organizations wants to use Maverick as a weapon of mass distraction.
Even the organizations he attacked online?
Yeah.
Huh.
Are you suggesting that someone had him silenced? Someone underground or jang? Someone upstairs?
Isn't upstairs usually underground as well?
Not bad, Mata, you're doing jokes. You know, this is the kind of conspiracies Maverick loves to cover. Actually, you're giving me an idea. I think I'm gonna cover this myself. I mean, in his memory, of course, lah.
We're gonna have to ask you not to do that while this investigation is underway.
Why not?
Because it might create public confusion.
You know, that just turns me on even more.
Sir, there are fake news laws now.
I know. They're great. They get rid of the clumsy competition.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Thiagarajan.
Yeah, you can touch me anytime.
Are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Why do you damn people like that?
You talk as if these things can be avoided. Come on.
Enter De Cruz. Who else? Always one step ahead.
Apologies, Superintendent. Are you settling in nicely?
No need. Small talk suits neither of us. And being PC is a waste of time.
Clearly you practice what you preach.
You'd like to interrupt. You're a show-off. I heard many things about you, De Cruz, and I didn't like what I heard. Now that I've met you, I was right.
You seen Locke's pathology?
Before you did, I'm sure. Poisoning, then flash freezing. Overkill. You're thinking gourmet hater or revenge.
Both.
It's a start. Any suspects?
His girlfriend or his partner seems to miss him much.
Just the two of them?
There are the people he also attacked online.
Which is why I've called you in. Maverick Law was crossing swords with some very influential people.
So?
Don't play dumb, De Cruz. It's sensitive. He was under several ongoing investigations for defamation. And I've received several concern calls from important people.
Oh, how sweet of them.
There it is again. To make things worse, before we could clamp down, there was a flurry of video sharing and online warriors up in arms. Talks of cover-ups, of covert ops. It's all nonsense, of course, but it's noise. And noise disturbs the peace.
Whose peace?
We need to wrap this up quickly and quietly.
You're telling me to cut...
I'm not telling you anything. I'm sharing the agenda.
Is that all you wanted to share, Superintendent?
I hope that's all I need to share, Detective.
Noted.
Well then. Nice work so far, Detective, and I'm settling in very well, thanks for asking. Fans are turning and shit is flying. If they meet, I will have to pick it up. And I don't do that.
I thought that was your job.
One thing you need to know about my office, though, the doors are really thin. So awkward.
Is it usually this quiet?
Not at all. But we had a few last-minute reschedules. So you have the jacuzzi all to yourself? Sweet.
So what do I do now?
Just relax. I'll be back to check on you in 45 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy.
Session. Free stuff. One sign up confirmed, no more. Also?
I take back what I said to you last week.
Specifically,
That your tongue gave me the best thrill I've had in years.
harassment.
You wish. Well, your tongue has lost out to Rizal.
Stop trying to bait me and just spit it out.
Evisceration.
What?
First time in my career. I'm on my way there now.
But isn't evisceration disemboweling?
Disemboweling, yes, but it's the how that thrills me. Not by gutting, not by impact, but by suction. Very, very carefully applied suction.
And Rizal's on it?
So ingenious.
Wait, are you going there now?
Wicked, even.
Do you need a lift?
They've arranged a car.
Don't be ridiculous. You can ride with me.
Why not? Department cars always smell like pickled farts.
Nice.
Why are we here?
The tongue and this could be connected.
How? From what I heard, the MO is completely different and the victim is completely different.
Something feels the same.
Feels.
The level of difficulty of detail? I mean, these are unnecessary, complicated deaths. Far beyond the usual.
Isn't the body in there?
It starts in there. Her intestines are stretched throughout the whole pump system. See? We're extracting her a few meters at a time. The killer didn't cut a thing, but I had to sever it at the source like an umbilical cord from the wrong hole. I feel like I'm destroying a masterpiece. I'll send you my report. Oh wait, it's not your case.
So brutal, so violent, but yet completely hands-off.
What hands off?
I mean, to pull someone's tongue out and to pull their guts out, you would have to use force, get your hands dirty. But in both cases, it was...
Hands off.
What the hell, De Cruz?
Hello, Rizal. I was just curious.
You were curious?
How she died. Fascinating, no?
No, I'm not fascinated. I'm working on my case.
Yes, of course it's your case. I just thought you would need another set of eyes.
There's 20 pairs of eyes here and they all see very well. You can go.
Yeah, and did those 20 pair of eyes see the water stain?
Water stain? What bullshit is this?
On the table next to the jacuzzi.
Open your eyes. There's water everywhere.
Don't exaggerate, it clouds your vision. There's a round water stain on the table next to the jacuzzi. You better measure it before it shrinks.
You need to get out, okay? You don't talk to my guys, you don't touch my evidence. You take your damn psychic and you get out!
Rizal, calm down. I'm not trying to interfere.
You don't need to try! Hey, and you, keep her out of my way, okay?
Rizal, it's not my job to babysit her.
Of course it is. Don't be stupid. Why do you think you were paired with her? She needs a nanny.
Tell me about the water stain.
There was a cold drink there, but it vanished. And when I spoke to the staff, they said they only serve hot tea and never near the jacuzzi in case it gets in the water.
So she was drugged.
Look, we'll find out. But I think she was drugged and then positioned.
CCTV?
Only in the lobby. There's too much nudity everywhere else. And nobody said they saw a stranger.
You're gonna tell Rizal all this.
He can figure it out by himself.
That's childish.
And so is he.
This is not our case.
Every day we're handling stabbings, stranglings, poisonings, all very different, but all very simple, sordid murders. But these two had an imagination.
Selene, you only get that kind of killer in movies.
Movies about real serial killers.
A serial killer here in Singapore.
Why not?
You're so small. I mean, statistically speaking...
In America, serial killers occur 12 to 1 million. Even with a tenth of that, we should have at least 6 or 7 of them.
We have so much surveillance.
We're not a kampong anymore. We're a big, bad city. We have dark corners and killers will find them.
Still not convinced.
Maybe you don't have to be.
Selene, next time you want to pull a stunt like that and piss another detective off, you leave me out of it.
I didn't think Rizal would be that upset.
You didn't think at all. You just did whatever the hell you want. Screw the consequences.
I'm not scared of consequences.
I am, okay? I worked damn hard to get to where I am today. Don't gamble with my career. Not a white horse like you.
Well, in that case, Don't feel like you need a tag behind me. You can make your own arrangements.
Enter.
Good morning.
Morning.
You arranged to meet her.
She called me before I could call her.
Maybe Rizal is faster.
Maybe. You need to see her too?
I was gonna make an appointment, but she called me.
I said enter.
What I said yesterday about making arrangements,
You are right.
I don't like suspense.
Sorry, ma'am. Some important updates.
Well, I have an important update for you. Detective Rizal is not pleased.
I'm sorry he's not pleased.
No, you're not.
He's being oversensitive.
He knows you, De Cruz, and everyone who knows you knows to either get out of the way or be knocked over.
Superintendent...
And guess which Rizal prefers?
Superintendent,
Neither.
Superintendent, there's a link between these two murders and they need to be investigated together.
Then why don't I hand both cases over to Detective Rizal? Yes, he's a fine detective with a solid case history.
He's in a box and the murderer isn't.
Why might they be linked? Convince me.
On the surface, the victims and the MO seem different. But in both cases, the killer went to extraordinary lengths to inflict terror before committing the murder, without getting blood on his or her hands.
Commonalities, but hardly a pattern.
Not yet. We need to find a deeper pattern. Think about the convoluted mind that goes behind such an inventive murder. Is it likely that two such minds could surface at the same time?
Why would a serial killer be so inconsistent with their MO?
Well, that's just it. Why go to the ridiculous extent just to kill somebody? Disemboweling tongue removal? I mean, it's a kind of bizarre torment that you would carry out in hell, but hardly a practical way to...
Is this part of her thing?
Never seen this one before.
It's hell. The killer's using punishments from hell.
Interesting. But anyone could make that connection.
Maybe that's what the killer wants.
You really love playing mind games, don't you?
Maybe that's also what the killer wants.
You are the voice of reason. What's your take on this?
It's very hard to imagine the kind of thing Detective De Cruz is talking about. That's why this hell killer it's going to be very difficult to catch.
This is a ridiculous gamble. There might be something here, maybe, but you expect me to compromise Rizal just so you can pursue this insane flight of fancy.
Superintendent,
Ma'am, rest assured, I'll keep things from getting too insane.
I will inform Detective Rizal that there will be a joint investigation handled by two of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Superintendent. I thought you weren't convinced.
I'm still 50-50.
Then why did you... back there?
Don't have to investigate me. Just say thank you.
Hey, Wee. Thanks.
Back tomorrow, babe. How's the dress fitting? Take a sneak peek of her bride, Oh, and then your boss kick up a fuss. You should have heard my parents. On and on about my blue-collar bride. Can't wait to tell them you've resigned. See you soon, okay?